My name is David Daniel Ball, and these are the headlines for Wednesday, the 18th of March, 2009. Jail inmates to reap Rudd's $900 handout. Death threat text sent to Darwich's killers, say reports. Della Bosco sues over Iguanagate coverage, and even if it was only his wife holding court, he still stood by. As a minister, he should be responsible. Louis Moran's brother dodges a bullet. Alcopop's tax comes down to impossible fielding. Sharks halfback under investigation for drunkenness. It's official, China becomes America's top creditor. Michael Jackson wants a new face for London. Family of chimp attack victim seeks $75.8 million in damages. Missing sisters found safe and well. They had not been anywhere near Michael Jackson. Fritzl received psychological care and forced to watch daughter testify. Roosters refuse to stand down drink driving player. And in comments, gangland activity should be despised, not glamorized. Society seems to have given a collective shrug to the brutal slaying of drug boss Abdul Darwich, but Alan Jones argues we should never be desensitized to crime and violence. Underbelly is an interesting program highlighting things, Alan, that have not been in the open for a long time, possibly because of press sensitivities. Why haven't the press questioned Mr. Hawke for placing protection orders relating to corrupt colleagues of his own for some 50 years? What did Murray Farquhar do, and why did the ALP governments of the day condone it? This gangland hit highlights the need for the public to know why they are in danger and why the press won't flag it. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Let's have some policy to back it. The government says the priority is jobs, but their policies don't bear out the rhetoric, according to Alan Jones. From Tim Blair, fear bloggers. They can destroy whole cities. In her final State of the City address, Salisbury Mayor Barry Parsons Tillman warns residents of what she sees as a great danger to the city, malicious bloggers. Tillman says in her address Thursday that over the last 5 years, the presence of a small group of suspicious, mean-spirited people focused on the negative has grown, endangering the city's vitality. Trembly Mayor Tillman happens to be a Democrat, of course, a fact not mentioned in the above-linked report. Che needs food. We were a moody, disconsolate bunch as we sat around the campfire, writes Che Guevara in his Lost Bolivian Diaries. An outsider might have thought that we were weighed down by the revolution's lack of military success, or by the paucity of new recruits, or even by the fact that the last shipment of supplies from our Bolivian communist allies consisted of a fruit crate filled not with ammunition or medicines or even fruit, but with yellowed old paperback copies of Das Kapital. Thanks, comrades. Just what the world's preeminent and starving Marxist revolutionary needed. But the proximate cause of our unhappiness was lunch. The sound desk of stupidity at the launch of British climate change activism movie The Age of Stupid Anger, stupid media producer and animator Leo Murray. And I'll leave everything there at that link for you to see. It is stupid. Dual crab, one half steamed and one half fried tempura style. This is what they're doing to Hokkaido king crab legs in Melbourne, emails gourmand JM. Damn the scam. Steel City's call for the emissions trading scam to be delayed. The mayor of 3 of the nation's biggest mining cities have demanded Kevin Rudd delay introducing carbon emissions trading, warning it will smash jobs and seriously damage key regional areas. Always bet on the big guy. The larger the nerd, the more likely he will feature in an online controversy. I've left more at that link. What about computer mice? An important legal matter clarified. Interviewer, what is the position in Islamic law with regards to mice? Saudi cleric Muhammad al-Manujid. The Sharia refers to the mouse as a little corrupter and says it is permissible to kill it in all cases. It says mice set fire to the house and are steered by Satan. If a mouse falls into a pot of food, if the food is solid, you should chuck out the mouse and food, touching it, and if it is liquid, you should chuck out the whole thing because the mouse is impure. According to Islamic law, the mouse is a repulsive, corrupting creature. How do you think children view mice today? After Tom and Jerry? Even creatures that are repulsive by nature, by logic, and according to Islamic law, have become wonderful and are loved by children, even mice. Mickey Mouse has become an awesome character, even though Mickey Mouse should be killed in all cases. Poor Farfur, he never stood a chance. Gone if China closes its wallet. Former Foreign Minister Alexander Downer is alarmed by China's warning that America is borrowing too much money to rescue its economy. U.S. Vice President Joe Biden explains how the Obama administration's stimulus package can help a woman who has to lay off most of her staff. It may very well be that she's in a circumstance where she's not able. Her customers aren't able to get to her. There's no transit capability. The bridge going across the creek to get to her business needs repair. May very well be that she's in a position where she's unable to access her energy costs are so high by providing smart meters, by being able to bring down the cost of her workforce. From Andrew Bolt, Garrett grows up. The more Garrett grows up, the more the media mocks him. The cult of adolescent rules. And the ETS is a grown-up Garrett. Green Mafia hoovers your wallet. It's the Green Mafia at work. The Brumby government forces you to pay extra to prop up wind farms owned mostly by union-backed funds. And I've left more for you there at the link. Pacific Hydro confirms Rudd's mad green scheme helps them, as if to confirm my column above on how Labour's mad schemes help the uneconomic green investments of union-backed funds. Renewables energy company Pacific Hydro has challenged claims the government's climate change policies will cost jobs, saying it will create at least 1,200 new positions at Hydro over the next 5 years if they are implemented. Rudd turns ambassadors into halo polishers. Our embassies have become a vanity publishing agents for the Prime Minister. Our embassies can promote the prime ego, but not our real interest. A damning examination of the operations of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade by an expert panel, which includes 2 former department heads, concludes the DFAT is badly underfunded and lacking in skills needed to report on and deal with serious international issues. Who made the unions the police? It is crazy that the Rudd government is resisting amendments to its workplace laws that will save jobs. Excuse me, but if there is policing to be done, why is it privatised to union officials? Isn't this the job of the government? Shouldn't Fair Work Australia send out its own inspectors instead? Prisoners stimulated. Kevin Rudd's free cash to stimulate the economy isn't just going to dead people and 60,000 Australians living overseas. Murderers, rapists and drug dealers stand to reap $900 payments from the taxpayer in Kevin Rudd's economic rescue package. Assistant Treasurer Chris Bowen's office said jail inmates could qualify for the payments like any other taxpayer. Every $900 given to a crook is $900 taken from an honest worker. Tell yourself not to notice. But what if their name is gender-specific, such as Mary? The European Parliament has banned the term Miss and Mrs. in case they offend female MEPs. The politically correct rules also mean a ban on continental titles such as Madame, Mademoiselle, Frau and Fraulein, Signora and Signorita. Some officials have way too much time on their hands and way too much of a totalitarian itch. Bryce in danger, warns Neil Brown. Neil Brown QC, the former Deputy Liberal leader, tells me that by lobbying for African votes for Kevin Rudd's UNC, Quentin Bryce is overstepping her role as Governor General by even more than Andrew Bolt thinks. Rudd buys a bomb. Oliver Hartwich says the Rudd government's plan to save our car industry by giving it $6.2 billion will fail. The drama surrounding Holden's US parent GM makes the government's plan look ridiculous. What's the point in planning the long-term future of a sector when one of the biggest players may go under next week?